Free agency is over. All the money's been finished spending. All the teams finally have their rosters penciled in.
Yeah.
And it's safe to say there were certainly some winners and some losers at the end of the deadline. So let's talk about the winners first of all. Who have you got as your winners?
Big winner for me, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They made a few great signings. Picking up Al Jefferson, great down low. They needed some size in the front court. I mean,
yeah, Jordan Hill there.
Yeah, no, he's only 6'10", but he provides some pretty good
nice post
offensive
too,
capability. Yeah. And I also like the pickup of Jeff Teague, but that was not from free agency, but because of the fact they got Jeff Teague and Al Jefferson with Monte Ellis and Paul George, I feel like they'll be a threat in the East this year. What do you think? What's a winner for
I've
you?
got Utah as a big winner for me.
Yeah?
I really think they did really well in it. They got Joe Johnson. I think he's an absolute fantastic signing for the team. He provides that veteran leadership.
Yeah.
Just all round, presence in locker room, be able to close. Because that's one of the main things they've lacked is that ability to finish off games.
They're a fairly young team too.
No,
they don't have any.
And it certainly helps. It'll certainly help with their side. And it certainly it shores up that shooting guard slash small forward position. I mean they got Hayward, but it's certainly certainly not a bad training. They also got Trevor Booker from Brooklyn. Oh no, sorry, he's gone to Brooklyn. Yeah, figured I said Booker. No, he's that would be a loss.
Yeah,
that's a loss for Utah.
They still got Favors though.
No,
Who's a very good power forward in his own right. So.
Yeah, no, and again, they've also got Joe Johnson, as I said, very good signing. Along with they've kept their roster together as well. They haven't lost anyone too majorly. They've for the most part they've kept their roster together. You still have that young lineup. Gobert and Exum really missed a lot of games last year for him. Due to injury, it'll be great having them back.
Yeah.
Joe Johnson will be able to provide help. You still have Hayward. You still keep that length with Gobert and Favors at the front court.
Yeah.
Another winner for me was the Grizzlies. I really thought they did exceptionally well in free agency. A lot of people are going to question the injuries with Conley, Parsons. Was Conley worth it? Look, I think, I'm not entirely sure what competition there was for Conley in terms of signing him. Does he deserve that much money? No. Do players like that get that money these days? Yes. So, it's just the way the league's gone these days. I think Parsons, again, very
great signing.
He's just all around. If he can stay away from it, I think if the Grizzlies can stay away from injury, they're certainly a threat in the West. Will they knock off the Warriors? Yeah, depending. They got a new coach. You throw in a new coach, they may struggle. But no, I think certainly lineup wise, they certainly have a good side. But no, what about you? What other teams do you have that won?
Well, I think the New York Knicks have definitely benefited from
definitely.
Chicago. New York picked up Derrick Rose before free agency, and then free agency, they continued to sign Joe Kim, who is a great signing for them. After losing Robin Lopez, that's probably a perfect replacement.
Big loss.
Yeah, no, but they needed someone to fill the center position.
No.
So now you got Joe Kim and Kristaps in the front court. It's a great combo there, and Melo and Rose. So I don't know who's gonna play shooting guard, but those four can pretty much lock it down by themselves. So I feel like Knicks are gonna be a great team this year. That's right. They picked up Courtney Lee, who plays shooting guard. So they've actually built a nice starting five for themselves there. So I feel like they'll be really good this year.
Yeah, no, I also think another team, it's probably fairly blatantly obvious, but the Warriors obviously had a big win in free agency, signing Kevin Durant, sort of by default, really. Yeah. I mean, you've got, four-time scoring champion. You've got, MVP. The only thing he doesn't have is a ring, and I think it's safe to say that there's
Could
good
get one.
chances that'll change at the end of this season. So no, I think the Warriors certainly were a side that won, but no, I agree with you. Pacers easily, big winners. So no, but who have you got in your losers section?
No doubt the Orlando Magic. They
Yeah.
lost majorly. I mean, they signed Bismack Biyombo and they picked up Serge Ibaka, but the front court wasn't really what they needed.
No.
I mean, they already had Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah,
They had Aaron Gordon.
Very
yeah.
promising.
They had
yeah.
a stacked front court, and
Yeah.
they've gone and signed 2 big men. So they've gone and picked up 2 big men. So I don't really know where their mentality lies.
Hey, maybe they were listening to me. Maybe they're gonna play big ball.
Oh yeah, big ball,
they're gonna
yeah,
play
yeah.
Aaron Gordon at the shooting guard.
Yeah,
Chuck Bismack Biyombo at the small forward.
they're trying to redefine NBA. I think
Yeah,
that's what they're
them in
after.
Chicago can see who can shoot the most amount of threes.
But
So,
they also lost Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis.
yeah, he looks very promising.
I don't
Very good
know.
rebounder. Leading rebounder in college. He looks very good.
I don't know why they gave up Oladipo for Ibaka and Sabonis for Ibaka when Ibaka wasn't needed. So I don't know what
No.
Orlando are doing.
I don't know what
And
they're thinking. Yeah.
They're definitely a loser in free agency,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Especially when you look at how Serge Ibaka, right? He's a free agent at the end of the year.
Mm.
He's just gonna leave.
He's not even going to stay.
He's gonna like. Why would he want to stay in all?
Yeah.
They're not.
He would
One,
rather play.
A, they're not
overseas.
title contenders. B, there's a bunch of young kids there.
Yeah.
C, they're not a big market.
Mm.
So, and at the stage of the career that Ibaka's in, this is just a 1 year deal. He can pad his stats, really pump him through. Maybe even get an All-Star appearance. Now that he's playing in the East, maybe get to roll out the the All-Star. So no, I've got the Heat as a major loser
Yeah.
in my eyes. They really tried swinging for the fence and trying to get Kevin Durant. But as a lot of teams did, but I think they're certainly the team that really felt the effects of not
Yeah.
getting him. They've lost Dwayne Wade. Who's going to play the shooting guard position? Like, arguably, he's their best player.
Yeah.
I understand. I think Whiteside's stats can sort of overshadow the type of player he is.
Yeah.
He's not proven. I mean, 2 years ago he was in the D League, so
Yeah.
and that's no disrespect to Hassan Whiteside. Big fan of his game.
Yeah,
love
great
his defensive
defender,
work. Yeah, but I mean, he really doesn't. He has one move in the post, a hook. So unless he continues to develop, and also that
Yeah.
like you've lost Dwayne Wade.
They have no one carrying them offensively.
And not only a loser in the free agency standpoint, but in terms of PR wise, it's a massive. What happened to the lifer? The lifer campaign.
Yeah.
Miami Heat lifer campaign. He's not going to be a lifer. So no, I certainly see the Heat as a big loser. No real big additions for him, to be honest. They still got Winslow. They've still got Whiteside. They re-signed Whiteside, but no, certainly not getting Durant, not getting Wade. I think Pat Riley's really dug himself a hole. I mean, on the bright side, again, this only for this free agency. In years to come, it may be what's best for him. With the money being open, but no, I certainly see the Heat as well. I also see the Thunder being a major loser in free agency. I don't know where they can go from here, to be honest. Think of poor Victor Oladipo. I mean, he's seriously gone from he's gone from a Orlando Magic team rebuilding. He's then gone to the Oklahoma City Thunder
Expecting.
with Durant.
Yeah.
We were 48 minutes away from getting them. He's going, oh, awesome.
Sweet.
I'll be in the NBA Finals next year. Oh, by the way, Kevin Durant's gone now.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Russell Westbrook will be getting traded. And by the way, we might not even make the playoffs.
Yeah, Oladipo's a quality player too, but he's just going to be rebuilding his whole life, it looks like, apparently.
No, never ending rebuilding.
Yeah.
But no, who else have you got as a loser?
Lakers, definitely.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what moves they're planning to make in free agency. I mean, they went ahead and signed Timofey Mozgov. I'm not entirely sure why they made that signing.
And the amount of money they signed him to.
Yeah, they signed him to a pretty monster deal.
For a guy that hardly played last year.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an NBA champion though, so
Yeah, I guess so.
No, that's just as
Yeah.
That's automatically good.
But I don't entirely know what else they did.
They
but-
got Luol Deng.
Oh yeah, they picked up Luol Deng, which isn't a bad move for them. They re-signed Jordan Clarkson, but I just think
Yeah, no.
some other moves they made weren't amazing. I mean, they re-signed Tarek Black, to like a $6 million deal. I don't know if that was really too important, but they've done that anyway. So they've made
Yeah.
some good moves, but
No
they've also
real big
made
ones,
some.
yeah. Like for a marquee place, you'd expect them to do bigger.
Yeah.
Like certainly to do better. I mean, like it's LA. You
Yeah.
know, it's the city of angels. You should be signing better players than a Luol Deng
Yeah.
and just
Timofey
re-signing and
Mozgov,
Timofey
yeah.
Mozgov. Yeah, like you know, I don't know what you can say for Lakers fans. Like you know, when are they going to get that big signing?
Yeah.
So no, I certainly feel like the biggest winner. Oh, actually, who have you got in that middle of the rotation? Like teams that didn't do too bad in free agency. Like not a major winner, not a major, but just stayed the same.
Probably Milwaukee, maybe.
Yeah, they got some good young talent. Yeah.
I feel like they picked up Delhi. I mean, they did all right in the draft. I don't think they've made too many bad trades.
No.
I mean, bad.
I don't think they've
signings
gone
or-
backwards.
Yeah, they haven't gone backwards, but I don't think they've gotten much better, honestly.
For me, I think the Rockets.
Yeah.
I see the Rockets as you bring in Ryan Anderson,
Yeah.
a shooter. You know, I think the main problem for the Rockets was going to be filling that big man void.
Nene.
Yeah, so they bring in Nene. You know, I think with Dwight Howard leaving, there was
Yeah.
really that big, because you know, apart from
Defensive presence
yeah,
down there.
and scoring as well. I mean, apart from Harden, who else is gonna
Yeah,
score
no
for the
one
Rockets? So, no, I certainly see the Rockets. They by no means they won free agency, but you know, or a winner. But I certainly think they did, you know, not too bad. You know, it's a question. I really feel like they need to start being successful. I don't know how Harden's going to stay otherwise. You know, he's a free agent. You know, his free agency's coming up soon. He's going to get a truckload of money, but even you know, even with the
They
money.
signed Eric Gordon though. He
No,
could
Eric
provide
Gordon. No,
some
that is a good pickup.
Yeah.
He's
Just prone to injuries. That's his
Yeah.
only problem.
that's you know, I must say being able to lure him away from New Orleans. That's so no, that's a good like no by no means they did bad. But obviously a better big man like Nene isn't bad, but when you got big men like Hassan Whiteside, you know, obviously Howard wasn't going to return, but guys like Al Horford, you know, I'm sure they would have wanted to get one of them, one of the marquee big men, but you know, Al Jefferson even, but you know, it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So no, I certainly see, you know, the Rockets not as a winner, but you know, a neutral side in free agency. But no, without a doubt, yeah, Pacers. Pacers certainly the winner. So if you like this video, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, and we'll
Thanks
see you
for
next
watching.
time. Yeah, thanks for watching.